really evil today. There's so much that happened today that has nothing to do with Twitch. I don't even know if I should share. The weirdest thing, yeah, probably the weirdest thing in my life happened to me today in the normie world. And yeah, this is so weird, but I know this has nothing to do with what you guys are going to ask. I don't know if I should say, like, this has nothing to do with Twitch. And some people are going to think I'm saying this to, like, throw us off the topic. Like, oh, he doesn't want to talk about Destiny. Oh, we're getting to that. We're getting to that. But something crazy happened, and I have footage and proof. But yeah, some crackhead pulled a weapon on me and someone I was with at the river today. I'm a little sunburned, but she chased us into the water and pulled a weapon. And yeah, I'll show you the footage. It's the weirdest thing that's ever happened today. That happened. I still can't believe this is my life. You know, I was thinking I'm gonna go live talk about this internet shit, and oh my god. Yeah, no. If that, I was thinking of doing IRL stream at 3% battery, but I said I'd just rather record this evidence, you know. And I talked to the cops and stuff and everything, and I don't even know if I should start this story because, you know, working on Granville Street, I haven't seen something this. Well, I've seen crazier shit, but in the middle of the river, and we're on the islands in the middle of the river, like we're knee deep in water, and that happened to us, and no one was at the river, no one at the park, everyone was at the dog park a few kilometers down, and she ran from the bush screaming, and then she would get in the water up to here and run to the island, and when she got close, she started going, well, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? And she started screaming into the sun, and I'm like, yo, she's fucking possessed. And I knew no one's gonna believe me, so I'm like, record this to E, and E recorded it. And then she circled us once, and I took a step forward to, like, as in back up, and she looked right at us, and she's like, I'm gonna kill you. You guys are speaking a different language. This is my land, or some shit like that. And we're like, there's 20 islands you could have gone to. Why did you choose us? But we were shook. We didn't say anything, and I couldn't believe this is happening. Like, it wasn't even funny. I was actually nervous for the first time in a long time. And then she went back in the water, back into the bush, and she came back when we went back to the island because we wouldn't leave that fucking island, and starts throwing rocks and sticks at us, and we still didn't leave. And then she came back, and I'm like, do you know who I am? And she ran back in the bush and came back again, and she said, I'm here to apologize. And she said, I'm going to kill you metaphysically. She said that to me. And I was like, you stand right there. And then she pulled her phone out. I don't even know how Crackhead has such a nice phone. And she calls the police. And the police start believing her until she flips on the police and starts saying she's going to kill the police. And we're like, yo, that's where you fucked up, lady. Like, you shouldn't have done that. And so when the police come and they see us, I wave them in, right? As in, I know they're going to talk to us. And I'm like, is it about the crazy lady? And the cop's like this to me. Yeah, we know her. She's done this before. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, E, I'm not even going to mention this on stream because this looks like I'm like diverting, or what's that? Whatever that's called. Like diverting attention away from the internet drama. And then, so he gave me the video, and it's actually really funny. I'm yelling in the video. I'll get it. We filmed a few, but I'll get the one that has me talking in it. Anyways, and yo, it gets so much worse, dude. It gets so much worse. As we're walking back, we're waiting for like an ambush because she's in the bush somewhere. And as we're walking back from Fraser River or whatever river it was, we're waiting for an ambush and shit. And a man with a giant $200,000 camera, this big IMAX camera, a big fat man, he's like, hey guys. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it says like CBC or something, right? Like mainstream media. And he's like alone in flip-flops. It was really weird. Like, I wait from his car, walking right into the bush. And we're like, hey. And he's like, do you know what happened? Because the cops went this way. And we're like, yeah, it was for us. There's some crazy crackhead who ran up to us and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, how did you know? Did the police tip you? And he's like, no, I was just driving. I followed the police and stuff. We're like, okay, that could have been weird. We could have been on the news for that. And then the whole time we walked back, everyone at the dark park came up to us and said they know that lady. She's tried to attack them before and stuff. And it was really weird. And I'll show you that video first. But yeah, we'll start with that video first. Because like for the core people that are here, that I don't know why weird shit happens to me, dude.